It's April 12th, Saturday, April the 12th, 2025. We got home on April the 7th, and Doug is bringing the boat home today, and he can hopefully start working on it. It's looking pretty good. It was stored inside all winter. There, it's home. Less than 24 hours after we brought the boat home, we've already done a little step on the progress. Needed to get the dash covered up. I don't want the rain and the weather getting into the gauges and switches and controls and everything. So today, Lisa and I made this. Now, I had done the pattern and cut the fabric last fall. We just didn't get it made before it was time to put the boat away for the winter. But we got it all done today. It's domed on. I need to order a couple more snaps for in underneath here. There's about 4 missing. I just ran out. And other than that, though, I'm happy. It's you know, hard to make it perfection. The sun's in the worst possible angle right now, showing up any little wrinkles. It's up above, but no, it'll keep the weather off everything great. And I don't know if you can hear in the background some chainsaws. We've had an ice storm here, so we've got branches and trees down everywhere, and the whole world's, well, there's just a little bit of the mess across the street. It's just a fact of life right now in Ontario that we got a nasty ice storm a couple weeks ago, and the cleanup is far from finished. But we got our boat home, and we did some cleanup here. We spent 2 days cutting down branches and taking them away. We still have more to do, but at least we got a good start on it. Anyway, that's the progress today. Happy to see that done. So now if it rains, my gauges and everything are out of the weather. Good morning. So last fall I was hard at it putting railings on the boat, and I ran out of time. It was time to put it away for the winter and head for Florida. So I got the railing up on the roof, but I didn't get the railing around the front deck, and there's also going to be a grab rail on the side of the flybridge that I haven't got on yet, and that'll be so when you walk along that narrow walk around you have something to hang on to. So today I'm gonna get back into railing mode and see what else I can accomplish. This morning I said I was gonna get into the railings again, and a few things happened through the day. Long story short, after supper I decided I'd actually see if I could get some of this on. So I just put that grab rail on the side of the flybridge there, and I'm working now on the other side, and I thought maybe I'd shoot a little video of the actual process. So I've got the one mount on the bridge and the one for the back. I've just put some pencil marks, so I'm going to just set up the camera here to record while I put this other rail on. Today didn't go quite as planned. I started trying to cut. So the stainless tubing, I wanted to cut the ends on the 60-degree angle to match the mounts so it wouldn't roll or anything. That's the last thing you need when you're trying to hang on, is to have the tube spin. So I cut it on the angle. So I tried to use my Sawzall with a bimetal blade, and it smoked it in no time. I was using oil, it didn't matter, it was just gone. So I bought a carbide tipped metal blade, and that thing works awesome. But I didn't do that till later in the afternoon. And yeah, then helped my mom do her income tax and had supper. And I got looking. It's actually pretty nice out here right now. It's about 13 Celsius, 55 Fahrenheit. Tomorrow is supposed to rain all day. The next day is barely above freezing. I think the next day might be okay, and then the next day's rain again. So when we're done supper, I said to Lisa, you know what? It's not going to be this nice again for days. I'm going to get back out there. And so yeah, I got these two grab rails on, and just one little thing to knock off my list. So I'll just do a little quick demo here of kind of how it'll work. Because yeah, this walk around's only 4 inches wide. It was all you know, everything in life's a trade-off, and bigger walk around, less cabin space, or more width on the boat, and then you can't trailer it. So we chose a walk around that you can get from end to end on the boat, but it's minimal. So you definitely need something to hang on to. You aren't walking down it without hanging on. So this is how it's going to work. So yeah, it's not horrible. It's not obviously a 18-inch wide walk around with a railing. It'd be beautiful, but that's not a trailerable boat. That, or it's got a 5-foot wide cabin. And so yeah, there you go. Gets you from point A to point B, and it looks pretty in the process. I think we'll also be occasionally hanging a bumper off at a fender, just because got to put one along here somewhere, and so I think it'll hang off that rail. And that's it for tonight. It's quitting time. Today I'm working on the bow rail, which is the one with some seriously fun curves. It goes up this way and then up that way. And obviously it's not in its proper orientation, but so yeah, this is how I'm doing my 60 degree cuts. If I'm doing a 90 degree, I just use my tubing cutter, but I'm using a Sawzall. I've got this Diablo carbide tipped steel blade, and so far it's been awesome. I've only made three cuts with it, I think, so far, but it's been great. So yeah, I'm gonna make this cut here, and I have one more, and that'll be it for ones with the Sawzall. But I just thought I'd show my setup. These two boards here and here guide the tubing, and then these ones here clamp it down so it doesn't jump around and move. And then I have my 60 degree mark on the table here to cut on, and yeah, it's been working great. And there's the finished cut. Only took, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes. Wasn't counting, but not very long. Now I'm working at trying to get the figure out the mounting points for the bracket, the bases for the stanchions for the bow rail. It doesn't actually have two stanchions that close together. It's just the only way I could temporarily get it to not just fall over. So I have to figure out where everything mounts so I can start drilling holes and mounting it. So just a little beginning of the process. So there we have the finished bow rail. This is the view from the helm, standing. If you were, I guess standing is more like up there, that's about eye level. Sitting, you'd be looking out right underneath. And I'm happy with it. It's, I'll step out onto the front deck. Just gives you a little more security of not accidentally backing up and stepping overboard. I didn't do any video while I was building it. It's cold, my fingers are cold. I just decided to shoot a little right here now that I'm finished, and then I'm going to go in the house and get warm. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's just makes it a little more secure up here, and just enough room to step through between the cabin and the rail, so you can get on and off the boat easy. So, yep, that's it.